Queen City News at noon starts with breaking news on that widespread technology outage that is just plaguing the globe right now. That outage, of course, causing a traffic nightmare all across the world. You're looking at long lines at airports from Charlotte Douglas International to Nevada to LAX, all the way to the United Kingdom. Officials say a Microsoft outage is to blame for the massive disruption. It's also impacting companies and governments worldwide. Some banks were knocked offline and media outlets have been off the air. The exact cause is linked to a technology issue involving Microsoft 365. In the last 2 hours, cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike confirmed this is not a security incident or a cyber attack, but there are still questions about what exactly is happening. Let's get right out to Queen City News Chief Business Correspondent Taylor Young. She's been live for us all morning long at Charlotte Douglas International Airport. And Taylor, you can hear it behind you. It is just busy, and that's the only way to put it.
Annie, extremely busy. You know, we've had a Queen City News crew out here since 4:30 this morning, and there were parts of this morning where the lines were longer than we have ever seen before. Fortunately, we have seen a lot of that chaos kind of simmer down over the last hour or two. I'm going to step out so that you can take a look. So at one point, this line reached from one end of the airport all the way to the other. So even though it is long right now, it is much better than what we had witnessed just 2 hours ago. And I think a reason why we are seeing a lot of less crowds out here is because the airport earlier this morning told travelers to avoid showing up if their flights had not been confirmed by the airline. But throughout the morning, we saw people camped out. There were crowds everywhere. The bottom level of the airport was full of people sleeping on their luggages and really just people just waiting, unsure of what to do. So you can understand why the airport was asking people to avoid coming here. And we know that this is impacting airlines and airports across the world, not just here in Charlotte. Throughout the morning, airlines have been giving updates on social media platform X. American says it has been able to safely reestablish its operations. Delta also says it has resumed some of its flights after a grounding pause earlier this morning. And United is also resuming flights as it works to fully restore its systems. And just in the last hour, American Airlines announced that it will be offering a travel waiver for any customers who were impacted by this. Now, I did just take a peek at the flight board just a couple of minutes ago, and you can tell that there is still an impact from all of this. More than half of departing flights out of Charlotte are still delayed right now, and at least 9 flights have been canceled. I did speak with multiple travelers today who say they have never seen anything like this before.
Never. I've never seen it. I've seen it real crowded the last time we took off, but not like today. Nothing like today. And, you know, and I think people are apprehensive too, just worrying, you know, because they don't really know what was going on.
My husband actually works here as a police officer, so yeah, he said it's been really crazy the last couple of days. They've been very busy, but, you know, you do what you can. You just try to get through the day.
And really throughout the entire morning, the atmosphere here has been filled with frustration, concern, and confusion. Now, I do want to still important to note that the airport is still asking people to not show up to the airport today unless they independently confirm with the airlines that their flight is still scheduled to take off today. But coming up tonight or today at 12:30, just in a half an hour, we're going to hear from a cybersecurity expert who's going to talk about the magnitude of something like this happening and how long it could drag on for. For now, reporting live at the airport, Taylor Young, Queen City News.
All right, Taylor, thank you. This outage is also impacting other entities in the Charlotte area. The city of Charlotte says its website is down, but Charmec 311 is not impacted at this time. North Carolina DMV offices and license plate agencies are currently unable to help customers. Officials say they're monitoring the situation and will resume service once the global outage is repaired. Meantime, Medic is not reporting any issues with outages right now. 911 communications are fully accessible to callers. They do say that one software vendor is down, but they do have a backup. Queen City News, of course, will continue to follow this global breaking news situation, and will bring you any and all updates live on the air and online at qcnews.com.